I made $50 in my first month dropshipping. The problem, I spent over $2,000 on ads. So what I'm about to share with you in this video saved me from that financial ruin and actually allowed me to build a six-figure business in under a year. Now, since you've probably never seen me before, I'm Fred, and I went from making $0 per month as a low middle class dude to making over $1,200 per day with my online business using a simple four-step process. Now, I've put together a free video training that shows you exactly everything I did step by step so you can copy me. The link is in the description. And to thank you, when we get to 30,000 subs, I'll give away $2,000. Watch the video until the end, subscribe, and share with a friend to win. Let me be brutally honest with you. Most of the business models you see promoted online are meant to keep you struggling. And I would know because I've tried them all. Dropshipping seemed like the perfect business model. Just find a winning product on AliExpress, build a Shopify store, and get those juicy passive profits while you're asleep. But the reality is far from what's being advertised to you. You get razor-thin profit margins, 5 to 20% on average, endless customer service nightmares because people who pay the least are usually the most troublesome, the most annoying type of customers, and on top of that, the ads that you run eat away at your profit margins, which are already very tiny. So I spent months running different stores, selling a flat squeeze mop, fitness clothes for women, bracelets, hoodies, etc. And I was working like 60 hours a week. And after that, I actually lost money. I didn't even make a profit. And then I tried affiliate marketing. Everyone was talking about making thousands of dollars simply by sharing links online. You didn't even need to create a product. It seemed amazing. But what they're not telling you is that unless you have a massive audience, you would need to run paid ads. And you're going to be fighting against everyone else on price. You're going to need to spend so much money on ads to barely have any profit because you're getting paid a commission, not even the full profit of the product. Meaning your profit margins, which would have been small already, get even smaller. So I remember when I got my first commission check for about $42 after a month of like doing some SEO content and posting lots of content, writing blogs and stuff. It was horrible. Now what about print on demand? I'm gonna be honest with you. Unless you're Justin Bieber or you've got some crazy talent for art, nobody's gonna buy your stuff. And even then, if you manage to somehow make it work, it's great if you only want to make $4 to $5 per item. That is, if you're getting a consistent flow of sales, which 99% of people who try print on demand never achieve. Now what about freelancing on Fiverr? I've tried it myself in the past. I was providing things like video editing and even thumbnail design, and I was basically just competing against every other freelancer on price. So if you want to do freelancing, you're literally going to be fighting against tons of people, hundreds if not thousands of people who are willing to work for less than minimum wage. So how can you hope to win unless you've got some crazy, outstanding talent that really makes people notice you? And the algorithms on those platforms like Fiverr, they're actually designed to show customers the top performing freelancers. So to get your freelancing practice off the ground, to get your first customers, it's extremely difficult. And most people never make any money freelancing on these sites. And don't get me started if you're thinking about like filling out online surveys or getting paid to listen to music. I mean, come on, these aren't businesses. They're time traps that will pay you cents per task. Honestly, I'd rather work at a fast food joint. And even the better options to make money online, such as selling low-ticket digital products like courses and ebooks, also have their major flaws. When you're selling a $50 or a $100 course, if you wanted to generate $10,000 per month, you would need hundreds of customers. So again, unless you have a massive audience or a big budget for paid ads and proof of concept, you're most likely going to get lost in the sea of people who struggle and never make any sales in years. And I know because I've been there. Before I transitioned into services and consulting in general, I tried to sell digital products and low-ticket products. And in 1 year, guess how much money I made? Just slightly over $1,100. Nowadays, that's what I'm able to make in a day. And I make more than that. All of that because I changed my strategy. Now what about school communities, for example? Well, to be honest with you, running membership communities, which represent a monthly subscription, it's great. It can be an amazing source of income if you have a lot of people paying for it, meaning you need a big audience, which most people simply don't have when they're just getting started. And a big audience of millions of people, even just hundreds of thousands of people, it takes years to build. It can even take you a decade. Most people give up along the way. And at the time I'm recording this video, we have something like 4,000 something subs on YouTube. We are already in the top 7% of all YouTube channels. Not even 1% of YouTube channels is actually monetized. So hoping to get 1 million followers is not a smart business plan. Here is the truth that changed everything for me. The most profitable businesses aren't about selling things. They're about selling transformations. High-ticket consulting is the business model that changed not only my life, but also the life of dozens of my clients and lots of people all over the world. And here is exactly why it's the best business to start in 2025 and even in the years to come. When you provide high-ticket consulting, you're typically selling your knowledge or your expertise, your skills, skills in the form of a premium offer. And per client, you can earn anywhere between $1,000 to sometimes $10,000. It really depends on what you're selling. The average is between $1,000 to $5,000 per client. So instead of needing hundreds of customers, you would only need 1 to 2 customers to replace the income you make with your day job. So the beauty of this model is actually threefold. First, the profit margins are incredible. Unlike physical products, where you might be keeping 5 to 20% of what you make in profit, with a high-ticket consulting business, you get to keep, on average, between 80 to 95% of what you make. The difference is night and day. Your main costs are your time and maybe some basic softwares. Even though most softwares nowadays, they also offer a freemium plan, which allows you to get started even with zero money to invest. Second, you don't need a massive audience. You only need to reach a small number of customers who both have the problem that you want to solve for them and the means to afford your solution. Third, and perhaps most importantly, you can get started with the knowledge and the skills that you already have. You don't need to be the world's best expert to get started. You literally just need to be a few steps ahead of your ideal customers. And right now you might be thinking, but I'm not an expert at anything. I wasn't an expert when I got started, nor were my customers. One of my customers, Azar, joined us around mid-January, and in 4 weeks of working with us, he signed his first high-paying customer, paying him a monthly recurring fee. So remember, you don't need to be the best in the world. You just need to be a few steps ahead of your ideal customers and be willing to help them to solve their problems. And if you don't know how to solve their problems, well then you figure it out. Maybe you know how to help busy executives to get in shape without having to spend hours in the gym following boring workouts. That knowledge, packaged correctly, could be sold for $3,000 to $5,000. Maybe you understand how to optimize LinkedIn profiles to attract the job offers that you want. There are countless professionals who would be willing to pay you $2,000 plus so they could learn how to do it too. Or perhaps you know how to help content creators to get more views on their videos. That can be extremely valuable. Whatever knowledge or skill that you have currently, I can guarantee there is a way to monetize it. Now the question is, how do you actually do it? So the framework I'm going to share with you, which is what we use every single day, has 3 main components. First, you want to identify a profitable skill or knowledge. This isn't necessarily what you're the best at. This is a combination of what you know, what people are willing to pay for, and what you feel confident you can deliver. And sometimes your most profitable skill, it's not the most obvious at first glance. Second, you want to create your high-ticket offer. So this isn't just about slapping a big price tag on anything and calling it a high-ticket offer just for the sake of it. It's about crafting a specific offer that delivers a very clear outcome. So there's the outcome-based part of the offer, meaning what they're gonna get. For example, if you help people to lose weight, what they want is to lose weight. And then there's the how you help them to do it. So it could be a 12-week one-on-one coaching program where they get a weekly call, for example. But the key you always want to remember is that you're not selling your time. You're not selling the service or the coaching directly. You are selling a result, a transformation, because people don't want to buy your time or a 12-week program. They don't care about that. They want the outcome. And you're not a freelancer working yourself to death, charging per hour. You are a consultant charging premium prices for premium services and results. Now the third part, and this is where most people get stuck, you need a proven system to consistently attract high-paying customers. This isn't about running expensive ads or building a gigantic social media following. It's simply about making targeted content to attract your ideal customers and directly reaching out to people who could benefit from what you've got to offer. When Azar got started, he didn't have a fancy website or a big audience at all. He simply utilized effective outreach strategies to start talking to business owners, secure sales calls, and get his first paying customer. That's literally it. The beauty with high-ticket consulting is that you don't need thousands of leads. You only need 5 to 10 quality conversations per month to build a 6-figure-a-year business. Now, I would like to address the elephant in the room. You might be thinking, okay, that sounds amazing, I am hyped, but who would pay me thousands of dollars for my services? That is exactly what one of my customers, Thomas, was thinking. So he was basically a fitness enthusiast who transformed his own body after being overweight for over a decade, and he didn't have any formal degrees or certifications. So we helped Thomas to package his knowledge into a premium coaching offer to help men over 40 transform their body over 12 weeks. His first client paid him over $3,000. The truth is that people do not pay for certifications or degrees, they pay for results. I'm sure you've heard that quote before. Nobody cares about your degree when you drive a Lamborghini. There's a lot of truth to it. So if you can demonstrate that you can help people to fix the painful problems that they have, some people are going to pay you and a lot of money for that. That's why I firmly believe that the best business model in 2025 and beyond is high-ticket consulting. This industry is predicted to grow to over $400 billion in the next few years. It doesn't require a massive startup capital, a lot of money to spend on paid ads, a big audience, or a crazy revolutionary idea. You basically leverage what you already know and help people to solve solve painful problems. So while everybody else is competing in an oversaturated market, trying to resell the same low-ticket products, or trying so hard to get millions of followers to blow up on social media to sell low-ticket products, you are working with a handful of high-ticket customers and you make more money than all these people. So here is my challenge to you. Stop chasing business models that are designed to keep you struggling. Stop competing on price because it's a race to the bottom. Instead, take the knowledge, the interests, the passions that you already have and turn it into a high-ticket offer that can not only change your life, but also the lives of your customers. The opportunity is there. The question is, will you seize it before it's too late? Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, I've put together a free video training where I'm going to share with you everything I did step by step to make over 1.2k per day with my business with 95% profit margins. And if you're serious about growing your business and finally becoming financially free, I'm giving away 3 strategy calls where together we'll come up with a game plan for you to get to $10,000 per month and more as quickly as possible. The links will be in the description below, but be quick because our limited spots fill up extremely quickly. With that being said, I will see you on the other side.